journal number 2. I'm gonna tell you what's on my mind. Hey y'all, welcome to Classy Journal 2. This one is one that I believe will help out a lot of people, so let's get into it. Okay, so I first want to say that we were supposed to get snow today, but instead we got like really cold weather and just nasty wet rain. So if you hear that in the background, that's what that is. But we can go ahead and get started. A lot of times I'm asked what I do in interviews to secure the job positions that I've gotten. So this is what this video is about, and I'm super excited because I think this will help a lot of people, because these are interview tips that I've learned from a variety of sources and I've kind of all put together to kind of make my own little magic recipe. So I'm excited to share it with you. Okay, y'all, so this first one is a really important one. A lot of times when I go into interviews, especially nowadays, it's over the phone or it's over Zoom or over Google Teams, something that's a virtual desktop type of thing. With that being said, it's harder for them to get your character, to get your personality, because in the end of the day, that's really what most interviews are for, because they already have your resume. They have your standards. They have why they picked you to interview. Now they want to see who you are. So the interview is a time to show them who you are individual as a person. So the first thing you must do is show your personality and let your personality shine. Ways to do that: say hi. If they ask you, say a little bit about you. Of course, you're going to get into your elevator speech. We'll talk about that later. But also talk about, I love to watch the Rockets. I love Golden State Warriors. I love to dance. I love helping kids in my community. Just say things like that to kind of add a little spice and pizzazz so they can see who you really are as a person. Okay, so number 2, I can guarantee you 9 times out of 10, the first thing the interviewer is going to ask you or ask you to answer is somewhere along the lines of, tell me a little bit about yourself. And when you're given that opportunity, do exactly that. Here's how I do it. I kind of have my elevator speech. I always tell my friends I have 2 elevator speeches. I have one for career fairs or quick networking things, and also I have one for interviews. It's a little bit extended, so I'm going to give y'all my extended version, kind of, that I give at interviews. So I start off by listing off my accolades. My name's Carrington Julian. Your major, your classification, your minor if you have one in your university. And then I go into saying why I chose my major. I say I'm passionate about mechanical engineering because I enjoy solving problems that help the greater good of society. Okay, so with that, that's just a fancy way of saying I like helping other people. And then I go into my experience. So if I have experience, let's say with past internships, you're going to list the company, you're going to list what you did, and you're going to list how what you did helped the greater good of the company. And then I would say you can have up to 2 examples of those. So choose your 2 best ones. And then after that, give a fun fact about yourself, but a fun fact in a good way. So in an interview, a lot of times I might say, I enjoy in my free time helping and mentoring kids in my community. That's something that tells them a little bit more about me, that's beyond just the technical things, beyond the educational standpoint. That also tells them a little bit about my extracurricular activities that I might take part in. So that's something that I definitely suggest you do. And then end it by a strong statement. And a strong statement as in being, what do I say? I'll say something else. What do I say? Oh, I say I would love to grow with and within your company. That's the banger. That's what they want to hear you say. They want to hear you say that you want to contribute towards the company. You want to give 100% in their companies, help grow their company. And if you want to help give them money, then they're going to help give you money. So, okay, y'all, so this is my last tip, and I can definitely say I typically save the best tips for last. This is one that has definitely helped separate me from other applicants in the past. Has definitely helped score me jobs in the past. It's something that my dad actually taught me when I first started interviewing and has stuck with me all this time. At the end of an interview, interviewers will ask if you have any questions for them. Always say yes. A couple questions you might ask them is, what motivates you to get up every single day and do your job? Another question you might ask them is, what is the culture of your company? How does your company care for their employees? And then y'all can definitely write that down and keep note of those. And then the last question you want to ask them is, what would keep you from hiring me? And you're probably looking at this video like, are you crazy? But the reason that I ask this question is it makes them think. It makes them think about the interview. It makes them think about you as an applicant. And it makes them really kind of figure out, what would keep them from hiring? What would keep me from hiring them? And then what it also does is show that you want feedback. You want to know how to be better. You want to know how to grow. So if you want to know how to grow before you even get into the job, I can only imagine what you're going to do within the job. So that's a big tip. I would definitely suggest always asking, what would keep you from hiring me? Because it'll definitely set you apart and it'll definitely help you out a lot. So yeah. Okay, y'all, so that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. You on the screen, watching the screen, you are the absolute best. Thank you so much. With that being said, when I get to 100 subscribers, I will definitely do a giveaway. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to share this video to help somebody else, you know, that might be asking questions about interviewing or anything of that nature. And watch my last video that helps with college hacks and help y'all, you know, navigate life in college. So make sure to like, share, subscribe, all that. Thank you. Next video, I think I might be in the kitchen. You know, Chef Carrie might come out. Bye, y'all. I'm going back to the South. I'm going back, 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 back. Where my roots